What's going on, guys? It's Flaws, and in this video I'm gonna be talking about how I win 1v1 clutches and how you can take different tips that I give you today and kind of utilize it in your own games. When I was playing competitive Counter-Strike, I was kind of the person that was like set to be later in the round and clutch up, win those rounds back that like we probably shouldn't have won, and just secure the ones that are like kind of close rounds. Not only does like winning a close 1v1 bring a lot of like morale and like energy to your team, it also just like feels really bad when you are in a close game and you lose a 1v1. Like it just, I don't know, your confidence is set back, it doesn't feel good, your team's like a little bit more snippy with each other, so always nice to win those close 1v1s. And I think just a lot of tips that I can provide you today like will help you win in not only solo queue games but like a lot higher level games as well. So the first one is just understanding where your opponent is. Like if you're in a 1v1, and it's a little different if you're like in a 1vx situation where it's like 1v2, 1v3, 1v4s. But if you're in a 1v1, the whole reason you're in that is because your teammate died to someone. So you should know exactly where that person is. So if they're not communicating that, that's like a step number one. That's the worst problem that can be solved very easily. Just ask where they are. Like, hey, like I saw you died there. Like, where was the guy? And then there you go. You already like, you have a head in the situation already. If your teammate's not calling out, you don't have the information, no big deal. You can still win 1v1s very easily. The first thing I like to do is if I'm on the T side, I'll push a little bit more into the site, like even more aggressive than makes sense really. Because what this does is I can catch the other person rotating. I'm always walking in 1v1s. There's really never a great time to just be like sprinting around, unless I know for a fact like my sound keys won't be given off. But train's a map where pretty much always, if you're like moving around through like these tight areas on A and even on like B upper halls, like you probably are going to be heard by someone close on site. So it makes sense just to walk. You're always aiming for that headshot when you're like clearing out these different angles on site. Let's say it's a 1v1, my teammates died, I had to go grab bomb and I'm coming down this way. I'm always aiming at like headshot angles, and I'm clearing these common angles, and I'm clearing like a little bit closer, like some off angles as well. I'm not just like sprinting on site like I would if I was an entry. That doesn't really make sense in this case because no one's trading me. I'm very like slowly and methodically clearing different angles, like making sure if he's playing in like a weird spot, I'm still clearing that angle out. I don't worry about putting the bomb down right away, especially like if I have a minute left. Like let's say my team died over at B. Where is it? There we go. Let's say they died early in the round over at B and I was like an A lurk or just someone that was playing a little bit more passive here, but I know that there's like one person at B. This is a really bad angle for me to take because my feet are showing right here. I know that for a fact, so I'm like, all right, my team died, it's a 1v1 right now. Like what's the best play in my mind? Like you always have to think of a game plan right away, and you don't have to stick to that obviously. Like it can just be like something like, oh, you know, like he's probably backside, so like let me swing him here. That's like a 50-50. It gives me a good chance in the round. I can swing up here and then I can just wait here, right? I can wait for him to make a dumb play. I can just sit for a minute, see like if he makes any footsteps, makes any noise, if he throws a flash, nade, and then if it's like a situation like that too, and you know that someone's like maybe backside, what you can do is just slowly clear these angles, keep walking up, just make sure you're not making sound cues as you do it. So like this, walk up. I'm gonna just run just to show you, like not make the video too boring, but basically you clear all these angles out deep sight, right? Now the best thing that you can do is try to bait them back over to the site. So how do you do that? Throw a smoke like this, they hear it pop, they go, okay, they're at B, right? And all they think is that you smoke this because you're gonna go for the plant. But what you can do is push through here. You see, okay, no one's here. No one's here. Okay, like logically what you have to think is they either are CT or they push through like back of B and through pup dog. So what you can do here is plant right here. Know that if they are Ivy, I mean, really good on them. You can also plant here, because if they are pup dog and they hear that smoke, there's a really good chance they just push towards it, so you don't have to really worry about that too much. If you're really worried, you can always like throw a molly, throw whatever util you have to get that plant down. And once that plant's down, like you're in a huge advantage, right? Like you don't have any time constraints. They have to go run over to the bomb, make audio cues. All you have to do is just sit and wait, right? You don't have to like do anything crazy. You don't have to like full clear the site. You just sit back here, keep jiggling, keep holding these different angles. If you're like If you want to be like a little bit more aggressive on it, you can plant. If you still have a smoke or you didn't use it, like you maybe just threw like a pop flash over at B, you use the smoke here, you plant, you wait. Okay, this is cleared. Ivy's cleared. Pup dog's cleared. Smoke's fading here. Okay, let me think what we can do. There's a really, really good chance that they're going to be behind this smoke. So what I like to do is just wait. I'll wait for it to fade, wait an extra second, and then I'll peek, right? Because what they do is they go, okay, I'm here right here. I cleared out this if I'm like the CT person. So that's smoked up. I cleared all this out, cleared this out. Maybe I came from Pup Dog and I'm like, all right, I think he's probably here now, right? Like, and you're doubting yourself constantly as like you're the person that's has to find that information. You're pressed for time. You got to get on that bomb. What you're gonna do is like start to panic, right? This smoke's starting to fade. The CT person goes like this, right? Okay, no one's behind that, and then you just start swinging around like trying to find a new angle. And if you just swing out, right, like you get a good timing here, that's like a free kill. The other thing with 1v1s, always look at your health bar. Like if your team's like, oh, he's 1 HP, play a weird angle. Like play something where you can get that first shot off like pretty easily. Like, I don't know, do something like this. It doesn't really matter. Like just make it so that they have to adjust to you and like you're playing a weird off angle. If you're also low HP, it doesn't hurt to play like a closer angle like this and just aim for that headshot. Let's go to B here. We're spending a lot of time today. Util's obviously like really huge, not only just in 1v1s, but like in any situation where you need to play time. So if you get that bomb planted, obviously like mollies, throwing flashes for yourself. Because if you throw like a flash, you know that they tapped it. Flash like this is like almost a free round, right? Even if like they even if they don't die to like your first swing out in a couple of shots, you just know that they're off of it. You're creating pressure, you're creating times that are like really difficult for this person to win the round. Then you swing out, you throw a Molotov like this, not like that, like this. For sight. You can work on that, but you know, just something to like keep them delayed, keep them guessing like when you're gonna peak, how you're gonna play the round. The last tip I really want to talk about is if you're on the CT side and it's a 1v1, like you know that they have a bomb, like they probably planted, or let's say they haven't planted, like your teammate died like far on the map, they're still hitting the site and you have to retake into this. What I like to do honestly is get as close as possible and then obviously sound queue if you can. Try to stop that, like go for it. But I think a lot of people just kind of like default to, okay, like the bomb's closer to the site, let me go try to plant as quick as possible, right? But if you're the CT and you're swinging back in the site, if you hear that bomb start to get planted, put the pressure on them right away. Like don't let them get set up, don't let them plant, and just sit back and wait. Same thing goes for CT if you're like retaking. Util's massive, so I clear this angle, I keep checking Pup Dog, this is cleared out, I go, all right, or maybe I got a kill here, so like now it's a 1v1. And that's like a pretty common thing is like if you're retaking as a CT, you can create those 1v1s for yourself. You're like, if they're playing here, right, where would I be playing if I was the other T? So in like common sense, probably Ivy or probably T-Con, right? So what I would do here, if I know where the bomb's planted, you can hear it ticking, throw a smoke on it, right? Even just that smoke being popped might be enough for me to just clear Ivy, tap it. I'm still hiding behind this smoke. No, it's not cover, but it is like concealment. So if anyone's back here, they're gonna start spamming the smoke, right? And that's all I need. I don't need for them to like just swing into my crosshair. I just need that info of exactly where they are so that I can take that 1v1 and have like a 50-50 chance in the round. I don't know. I hope this helped you guys. If you guys have any other questions on other clutch situations, 1vx, let me know in the comments down below. I hope this helped you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.